Hi, I'm Shelly with childcareland.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a wax paper rainbow. This is a favorite activity because you get to get your fingers in the paint and put it on some nice smooth paper, and it feels good for the children to, it's kind of like finger painting, except the paper is wax paper, it's clear, which means when you're done, if you want, you can hang it in the windows for a nice sun catcher effect or a stained glass window effect, or you can just hang it on the walls. It's really just a neat activity. You will need to have paint. And we use just the Crayola jars that they sell like in a 6-pack at Walmart. It's very inexpensive paint. And you will need to have wax paper. We just use the regular wax paper. And to get the edges, when you first rip the wax paper out, it doesn't always come all nice and clean on the edges. And to get those edges straight, I use a paper trimmer. If any of you are scrapbookers, you're probably familiar with this. It's just you slide your paper in and you slide the blade down and it cuts a nice even edge. I recommend that you have one of these because it does make nice clean edges no matter if you're doing wax paper or just construction paper mats. It's really nice to have. And you'll need something for the children to wash their hands with in between colors. I just usually set out paper towel, wet paper towel and a paper plate, or they can wash their hands in between colors. But you do want to have their fingers clean in between colors. So you would take your sheet of wax paper and you would set it on the table, and the children can start. I know there's rainbows are a certain color order, but children can do it whatever way they want. That's part of the art process, to be creative and create their own kind of rainbows. So they could just dip their finger in the paint like I'm doing here. They would dip their finger in the paint. And they would begin by making a big, like I would call it a half moon or an arch. And they'd go all the way around and just make that shape. And they can continue with the different colors. So you do the outline first. And there's some of them aren't going to look as good as this with a nice shape. They'll be a little more jagged and stuff, but that's all right. This is just a fun experience. Like that, and then you would wipe your fingers in between or wash your hands, and you would choose another color. So we're going to choose yellow, and then that yellow would go right next to the other one. And I try to tell them to leave a little space in between so the colors don't mix. So you leave a little space in between the red and the yellow. But younger children will probably go a little bit closer because they don't have that good of control over their fingers yet. And that's fine. That'll make their own kind of a rainbow, and it'll still be pretty. And so you just follow through until you've used all the colors that you want to use. See, even I mixed the color there. And just go all the way through, yep. And then they would wipe their fingers off again, and they would just continue until they've used all the colors that they want, and then you would let it dry. And again, you can hang it in a window, you can hang it on a wall. It really does make a really pretty effect with the paint on the wax paper. It's really just a neat project. For a wax paper rainbow, I'm Shelly with childcareland.com, and thanks for watching.